Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Let's Talk Naija on SEETV. You're hanging with me. My name is Omolavake and I've got with me.
Ayobiojo Ibrahim Adedoyin, but you can call me Easy Baba, number one. I'm not gonna fight you. It's still my name. She doesn't like number one, but it's still number one.
But anywho, welcome on Let's Talk Naija. We talk about things, topical issues happening to us all, our experiences living in this beautiful country, Nigeria. You can talk to us and let us hear your thoughts, your reactions, your experiences as regards the topic we're going to be talking about today. Engage with us across our different social media platforms.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Okay. No, you go.
Okay, I'll say Facebook. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, we are SEETV Live.
Yeah, on Instagram and TikTok, we are SEETV Live 1, and we are here for you.
Just talk to us, alright? Don't let us just be going on and on. Alright, so before we get into let's just get into it, right? Shall we?
Yeah.
What's up with you? How have you been?
I'm good. Nigeria is not really fine with us, but it is what it is.
Do we have a choice?
Yeah, we smile through the pain.
No, I'm not in pain. So.
Yeah, no, Nigeria,
I'm not in pain.
The pain Nigeria is in. You just have to smile through it. There's nothing we can do.
Right, and okay, let's start with traffic situation, road situation, and all of that stuff. Something wild happened to me yesterday on my way to the office, and it's wild because I just can't imagine having to tell my line manager or say my boss that I am running late. Because why? I'm coming. Hey God! Oh my life! Lagos always embarrasses me without my permission. Okay. So, I mean, leave the house early enough to avoid stories that touch Lagos traffic. You know the usual. Yeah. Even on roads that you typically don't get traffic, but these days it's been quite crazy, and I can't even tell you exactly what is causing the traffic here. Yeah. So, what caused the traffic on my way to the office yesterday was that this man. Oh wow!
I know this story, but I'm not going to say no.
Because I came to the office ranty yesterday. This man parked smack in the middle of the road. Why? Because he wanted to ease himself.
Your mama was.
As like me, you park. Whoa! Middle of the road, like you just stop smack in the middle of the road. Why? I understand that you get the call of nature. Sometimes does not come with warning. It does not give you a reminder. Yeah, right. But why should you inconvenience every other person? Why? Because you're pressed. How about you park somewhere?
I think he felt this is the best opportunity to this is the best spot to pee. I'm only saying I see. I've had worse experiences as well.
Have you? Have you?
You don't want to know. It's Lagos.
Hey, God,
we encounter like several instances like this. Yours is pee. Some might be the littlest of scratch. It might just be like in a pep man. It's what's it called? The owner of the car or by the side mirror. Side might just be just a touch. You see him park. First thing you hear is my car. If you hear my car in traffic, just know you guys are going to be there for at least a minimum of 20 minutes. Because no, you will pay. You will not be looking like, bruv. It's just the littlest of scratch. Can't you just say okay? Adios be going or
but I mean,
park.
It's its car.
So if you can go and park and settle the
right, but no, it's going to smack in the middle of the road, and it's so
road.
selfish. It's so annoying. Like, let's be using this thing. God gave it to us
It is
for
going
free.
to take a while for any. If you are talking about Lagos commuters, it's going to take a while, like a whole.
For us to receive sense. It's a lie. We have sense. We just need to use it. That's all.
Some people will be passing one way with so much authority. Go on now! You know this is how they come. I will break your leg. Bro,
I have stories for days.
Bro, you're on the wrong side of the road.
Right.
You're not meant to be.
So you don't see. You don't see me. You're not supposed to know. You're supposed to come up for roads. They prove they speak English like on it, and it's so wild. Continue.
And, we see this every day. There is not a single day that does not bring up drama in Lagos on Lagos roads. So there is not a single day. Like there was this instance, right? So I was coming to work and I was at the dreaded. I'm still going to put it dreaded Ile-Epo Road. If you know Ile-Epo Road, that place is
it's messed up.
Very, very, very messed up. Apart from the fact that just before the Ile-Epo Road, there's a bus stop called Super. In between Super and Ile-Epo, there is I don't know, death land. I should call it a wasteland. It's a.
That is where. Dumpsite, yeah?
the amount of stench that surrounds that area is unthinkable. So I was on the road. I was coming via a bus, and instead of him passing that main road, he decided to pass the BRT lane. And most cars, most vehicles were passing that BRT lane. Apparently, one truck had died down, had broken down already in the middle of the road. So there was no way you could pass, only if you were walking.
So that's the service lane,
that
right?
was yeah, that was service lane. So everybody was just passing the BRT lane and everything. So we was passing the BRT lane. On getting very close to where that incident happened, you could see at least 40 to 50 FT men trying their possible best
To get it out.
get the truck out of the way. And what I was feeling was the amount of tetanus, the amount of infections, the amount of, because the water it looked like hot chocolate. It was that bad. It was so dirty. But there was nothing they could do. They were blocking traffic, and
So they had to get the
so they had to just get it
trailer.
off the road. So while we were on the lane, on the BRT lane, and which was not a regular lane for us to pass, but there was nothing we could do. It was a radio diversion. We were passing that place. Then we had the officials. When we just after passing that place, we got to Ilepo bus stop, and on getting to Ilepo bus stop, I saw policemen and last mile officials on the road. Hey, you park there. Go and. Where's your license? Where's your park there? It's you. They were just interested in stopping buses, not on the BRT lane, no, stopping buses, collecting money. Ask if they ask you for your license or your why aren't
papers,
you
basically,
yeah,
right?
or why aren't you on your seat belt? If you are shaking before you answer, park. That same BRT lane.
That's been the only lane
That's
that
been the
people
only lane.
are using, right?
And you decided to go to the front and cause
Another
gridlock,
gridlock,
traffic, right? Aren't you people supposed to be there where they are trying to move the truck
and help out.
and create space as much as quick as possible? But to an extent, do you know why the thing was funny to me was I thought about it, I was like Nigerian, you are meant to be the officials that's meant to like
aid
and assist everything.
right?
They are scared to go into the deep water, into that dirty water. They don't want to spoil their uniforms. They don't want to spoil their fine boy and fine girls. So they decided to stay on the BRT lane. It's your job. Enter water. Go and control the traffic.
As best as you
Go
can.
and do the needful. I was on that lane for like, let's say 20 to 30 minutes, sweating, thinking about my life, like Nigeria.
Is it thinking about my life for me, right?
Like Nigeria, why? You see, on a daily, if you mean to leave the house by 8 in the morning and you like a normal destination or you get there like 10, no. Put it to the back of your mind that you're going to get there around 11:30. That's just how bad it is. Only time you are going to like have a little bit of free time on your way is on Sundays, and that Sunday is gone. There's time factor to it. That's how bad it is.
It's crazy. Like,
That's how bad
it's just so it's so very interesting. Interesting, not because it's enjoyable. I'm just saying it's something that it causes you to think. Like, we've been doing this for years.
I'm not changing.
We're still doing it.
Same.
Chances are next year we don't want to do it, but chances are we're still going to do it. So yesterday on my way home, talking about traffic and all that, the kind of gridlock. So if you're familiar with what's it called, Akunwojo Road, the kind of gridlock, I was like, what
That
could
roundabout.
possibly, right? What could possibly like happen? Is it the way to Egbeda? Is it the way to Shasha? Where exactly is the gridlock happening? Lo and behold, I was unable to get photos of that spot because usually I'm always commuting during that part. If I was able to get down and perhaps get the way the road actually looks, that is just that one section of the road that is causing so much problem. This is a road that it was fixed a couple of years back, so it was fine. And then they've been working on this particular work started maybe 2019. I can't remember exactly, but just put into context how many years. 2019 or 2020, they started. They wanted to extend the drainage. If you're familiar with Jimo,
Jeza.
no, Jimo, what's it called, Mycom, those roads on your way to Egbeda, the access, it's always flooded. It's an environment that is always flooded. So we understand the government were trying to help out, so they wanted to expand the drainage, right? Because it was small. Apparently, it could not contain how much water that usually, that gathers around there during rainy season and all that. So they broke apart some. The road was already fixed, like I mentioned. So they had to break that section to be able to expand the road and all. This is 2022, and don't be surprised if I tell you that this road is still the same way it was a couple. So the drain is still like that. It's not completed. It's still not done. I'll do my best to get photos of the contractor and the stand and everything, of how everything is. It's been a road that's been commissioned for how long? They were working on it. Now you don't even see anybody doing anything. So that particular section of road is a major traffic problem. Like, you're there, you're stuck in traffic when you ask, because if you're driving, yeah, you cannot enter that place with so much you speed out there. When you want to take pass out now, see, you'll be hearing your shock doing bling bling. You will hear the sound because you're going to be hitting the floor with so much force, right? This is a problem that, so we've talked about the citizen. We have our own problem, and I just talked about that man who was a bus driver who just parked smack in the middle of the road trying to ease himself, right? We have the ones of we citizens trying to jump, but this is where now I was supposed to be the one fixing our roads.
Nope.
Right, this is where the government has failed us, right? So we have our own responsibilities, our officials have their own, right? But this is now where, what are we paying tax for exactly? If by 2023 you're still going to be campaigning with, we're going to give you good roads, in what year? In what year? And you still have roads that have been commissioned and yet they are not fixed. Craters that are as big as mini pools, yeah?
That's how, see, the ones, I took some photos, and we're going to portray the photos for you people. You're going to see it. The road is that bad. I felt like this could easily pass for an Olympic size swimming pool. And I'm not joking. It's just, it's that bad. Like, the water is, the stench I was talking about from that super to Ilekwa axis. Why we were stuck in that traffic? Some people gain ounces just by
sitting, being seated there, right?
It was that bad, and you can't come down and walk.
The distance is
quite far, and you just paid. The only people that were lucky that people are just going to that Ilekwa bus stop. Pum! I want to come now. They're already on their way. You see, we have these kind of things. Rain or sun, that place is bad. There is not as if when it rains, it's going to be bad. No. Even when the sun is shining for 10... It
doesn't like it's west side. It's not west side in this place. It's already west.
It's too bad. So, talking about the flood, right? So yesterday, rain, we all knew how bad rain fell yesterday. So, there, to an extent, one of the roads that they were meant to do at a Meron. So that place led to some floodings from inside there was some routes passed from Abulegba and everywhere. So the napep we used to take to move wasn't like on the norms. When I get to the bus stop, right, there you see queue of napep, then you see queue of the people about to enter the napep. On the norms, it is always the napep way more than the people. Napep, you just go there, sit down, and boom, you are moving.
They're even begging you to come enter, right?
Yesterday, on getting to the bus stop, as I was walking towards that place, I was already laughing like, hey, I'm about to spend 1 hour here. I met nothing less than 60 people at the least on the queue. And I was, inside my mind, I was like, are they having a meeting? Are the NAPEP guys having a meeting? What's up? I first stood, I was pressing my phone like it was not my business. But I was just on the queue, just trying to say, okay, let's go if it is moving. Then 15 minutes later, I looked up. Then I realized I have not moved from my home position. That means the queue is not even moving at all. Then I bent like, that was the funniest part. When I bent like this and I saw the curve, I best go front, like, what did they happen? Nobody don't see NAPEP. I was just lamenting. They was like, sure you know hear any? Sure you know see rain for? NAPEP no one come outside. They say flood. Now all of them don't go back out. Say traffic has been bad since morning and everything. I was like, so serious? I said yes. So I think I went to ask. My asking gave most people on that queue, like, how would I put it? The light, they didn't know what was happening. They were just on the queue like, but what was wrong? On hearing that, since people started to move, looking for other
alternatives, right?
And me that don't have alternative, I always want to say, remember you can't ask. But there was nothing I could do. I had to go back to the queue. I remember back on the queue, I was just pressing full. So the queue became shorter after people left. Then, gloriously, thank God, Napep started to come. And this is what you have always been saying about Nigerians. They take the slightest opportunity. See, we are our own
Problems.
We are our own problems. The slightest opportunity to take an advantage of someone, we jump into it. We dive into it at first. Seeing people on the queue, 300, 300, something that was meant to be 250.
I have an observation.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Is that not where we have the theory of demand and supply? Like demand does apply basic economics. Like, okay, so I have customers begging to enter my Mara, as in begging to enter my keke. And what did he do? He decided to, get advantage of that, like as a businessman that he is, right?
Yeah.
Make some money because that's why he's hustling. And just add a little bit, just a tiny little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue. But I'm not gonna, I know that when it comes to your turn, the amount of rants you say about, I'm not going to argue because
I have stories for this. I get the reasoning, right?
Yeah.
Does not mean I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I understand. I mean, you're seeing a lot of people like, let me quickly make some quick cash. But there's also the part that you and I know that what we're experiencing, I won't say what we are enjoying, what's happening, right? From inflation to food prices skyrocketing, spending power is getting lower. Why? Because you're earning the same thing while your cost keeps on climbing. It keeps on getting crazy. Do you understand?
Yeah, a whole lot.
Right? And you're feeling the pain I'm feeling. So why do you want to inflict more pain on me?
Yeah.
Because so you inflict that pain on me. It's a circle, and I think that's what a lot of us don't get.
I'm going to go do my own back on someone
You feel
else.
me? So you, the what's it called, the bus driver, tricycle driver, whatever driver, right? You get your own. You inflate prices on whatever it is that you're selling, which is the cost of your right. You inflate that. Then for me, that you inflated the price on, say I'm selling foodstuffs too. Then I'm like, you know how much I spent to transport this thing? Of course, that cost has to reflect what I'm selling.
Yeah, exactly.
That you just inflated price on me, you're coming back to me to come and buy the item that I already I just had to, I had to, I won't say inflate, but I had to increase my own prices to be able to undo my spending basically. And then we keep on doing that, just keep on dancing in a circle. Yeah. Make it make sense. That's where we are. Can we help ourselves? Just a tiny bit.
You need to have seen me lecturing the guy. Like, it's not as if I'm not going to pay you the 300. I am going to pay you the 300 naira. But let me let you know that 15 naira to collect from me. I was sitting beside him.
Oh my God.
That 15 naira to collect from me and from these 3 people at the back. That's 200 naira. Will it feed you? Would you be okay if you eat from it?
Sorry, I have a question. Did you collect the money extra?
He collected it though. After all the whole, first did like I was not going to collect. But when we were about to get down, 300. Inside my mind, I was like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. See, to an extent, I understand. But if we actually want to move forward as a country, there are things we need to put into consideration. Like I was telling him, the first reason I gave him, imagine I was the one driving the tricycle, and you were here on this queue for almost 2 hours that I've been on this queue. How would you feel if how would you feel? It was like but she banana. If you don't know the meaning, that means
that's what it takes me, right?
Be like, okay, no, well, let's go. We see this every time, every day on different. This is just transportation, right? You see it on different things. Market women skyrocket it. What's it called? Especially a market woman, she sees you are coming, and the way she sees that there's a relief on your face that you've seen what you want to buy from her. Mommy, I want to buy. Boom!
You're sending me.
1000%.
You're sending me. And I think they just apply the theory of economics to it, but I feel like we can just help ourselves a bit more.
We can do better.
It's the also you're hustling, bro. I'm hustling the same. Also, you're hustling too, and it's what goes around comes around, right? And all that stuff.
Especially if you're a man going to buy something from a female seller, like a female market man.
Should we do a quick parody?
The first thing they would.
No, we need to speak English so people can hear.
Yeah, good afternoon, man. I want to buy this ewedu. How much is it, man?
Good afternoon. This one? Yeah. 300 naira, sir.
Is it because I'm a man? Or is it because I have dreads? Those are the first things I always tell them.
You used to ask, right?
Like, mommy, it's just 15 naira. Before you know, So you do not, why would you be pricing market? That's the first thing. Why would you be pricing market? You're a man now. And supposed to really want to give you more money. And inside man, I'll be like,
man will not work.
number one, now me put you for a year. The money you have been making all this while, did you give me anything?
Right.
So see, we are just like this. Nigerians, we are like this. We take advantage of ourselves. There are some advantages we take of ourselves that make sense, that helps us and to an extent help the other person. But it's not all of them. We should put into consideration that this person too they also. This person too they look for money.
I'm hustling the same hustle that you're hustling. But I look at that bars, like I need to get into the studio sometime. I'll let you guys know when I drop my single. I have some collabs I'm working on right now, but you guys just watch out. Okay, that's a quick aside. Let's talk about our next topic. So I came across this tweet. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "It's Baba, come and see something. I cannot see this alone, right? I have to come and show you people." But before we talk about that, okay, let's talk about this one. You guys, please let us know your thoughts, your traffic update, your traffic situation. How has it been in your area? Has it gotten worse? Because it's very interesting. We're in October and it's still raining quite heavily, which is unusual as it were. So climate change, I know, joke people. So let's just know how it's been. How's the rain? How has it affected your state? Are you having to leave the house much earlier to commute, or I mean, it's still the same thing? Let us know across our social media platforms. Instagram, TikTok, we are there. We're currently live on TikTok as well. SEETV Live 1 is the handle, and on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, we are there at SEETV Live. Okay, so I saw this particular tweet. I won't mention the handle of the gentleman, but this is what he said. A part of me was wondering, was it for clout? Yeah. Was it for... But if it's for clout or not, it's something I feel like it deserves for us to talk about, right? Yeah. This man says, I know I will be blamed. So man's already taking his responsibility. He says, but I had to lay off his staff this morning. He said, salaries for September are delayed and he has been harassing me for days. He didn't come to work yesterday. I had to borrow to pay him and asked him to stay at home henceforth. He explained that his wife tore his shirt today while dragging him for money she borrowed him. His landlord has reported him to the police. While I sympathize with him, I can't handle his problems with the challenges we are going through. I need my staff to trust me enough to give me the benefit of doubt. So, to put into context, this is a man who owns a farm. Okay, so he owns a farm. The employee is talking about works with him on his farm. So this tweet was put out on the 15th of October. That's smack in the middle of this month. So, and like the man already said, salaries for September have been delayed. So he was unable to pay. And then this employee told him that, so the employee didn't make it to work one particular day. And he was the man, the employer now, says that he had to borrow money to pay him. And he has told him not to come to work henceforth. He should just stay at home. And all that stuff. So, I know that his Baba felt very strongly about it because as soon as I sent it to him, he was like, okay, so now let's have people hear what you think. You guys let us know what you think as well as regards this particular situation. Do you think the man was wrong for laying off the staff? Or do you think perhaps his approach to it is what is wrong? Or what exactly should they have done better?
The man is wrong on all counts. Charged against him in the court of law. I'm just saying, though, in the court of SEETV, right? He's very, very wrong on many occasions. Number one, salaries have been delayed. Salaries of September have been delayed, right? And you are tweeting that on the 15th of October. That means you are yet to pay them for what they did the previous month, heading into the middle of the month, the next month already. So now this is the middle of October. You are telling me salaries of September is yet to be paid, and this man has been harassing you for days. Those days, probably 3 or 4 days, right? So 3 or 4 days prior to 15th of October is, let's say, 10th of October. Naturally, any Nigerian working under any company and is yet to receive his salary by the 5th of the following month starts to complain. So this man decided...
So why did you say Nigeria? I mean, I think anybody.
Anybody in the world, right? I'm just saying Nigeria as a case study, right? So after 15 days, that's when he started to complain. Like he was like, no, you have to pay me my money. My wife tore my shirt. I'm wearing this, I'm wearing that. Okay, in your own best interest, let me pay him off. You give him his salary.
No, you mentioned that you had to borrow money to pay him.
You had to borrow money to pay him his salary. told him to stay at the house and bye bye. First question: the place he's working is a farm, right? How are they not making money on the farm? Any farm in this world, I know,
a lot of issues. Let's talk about the flood situation.
The flood situation.
So the man noted a couple of. So a lot of people asked him some questions, and he responded like that. He said, "Okay, let's just add this part of it, right?" Someone, a lot of people shared the different whatever and all that. So the man also stated that they eat daily on the farm, that they cultivate potatoes, and everyone eats that and all of that. That gari they get, vegetables they get fresh from that and all of that stuff. So there is that, and the man also explained that is experiencing certain things, from the cost of feed to feed the cost of feed, right, to feed what's it called, the birds, yeah, and all of that. It's crazy. That's the reason why our eggs are so expensive. Like, you have to be asking, do they do cesarean section for chicken these days? Because that's how expensive it costs to buy an egg. If you buy an egg for almost 120, 100 naira, you look at the size. Do you understand? So ahead, there's that. A lot of food prices being inflated. It's a circle. It's affecting. So I think they're going through some challenge and all of that stuff.
And at the end of the day, foods, you just mentioned the prices of eggs increasing, right? And I'm so sure it's farm has increased their prices.
They have to. They
yeah,
have to
so they are still going to make. See, it's a farm. I don't want to really mean into all these excuses. These excuses are as lame as I can think about. They are. How would I be working for you, right? If it was an organization that we all of us in the organization know that money is a problem right now. Seeing money is problematic. You yourself, you space the days you want to be coming. You and your bosses would have an agreement. Okay. We are sorry. We apologize for the non-payment of salaries. Did he drop any incentives? I doubt it. No incentives.
He didn't state that part. But
no incentives. No nothing. So you decided to fire this man. I don't know how long he's been working for him, but for him, you laid this man off middle of the month, paid him the salary of September. How about the 15 days he worked for you?
Well, he didn't state if he paid. He didn't state if he paid that
or not. So. The man you fired, aren't you going to replace him?
No, there is that.
Why would you do that in the first place if you know you are at fault? This man is 150% at fault, if you ask me. You are yet to pay somebody's salary for the previous month on the 15th of the next month, half the month already. He told you he's having problems with his wife at the house because of the money, and you decided, okay, let me just pay you the money I owe you and I'll let you go by borrowing money. Who did you borrow money from? Why didn't you borrow money from that place in the first place and pay your salaries? Why? There are many like loose ends in this man's story. Yeah, I do not see how the staff that was laid off is at fault. He's not at fault at all. If I was him, I'll go for court case, and I'm definitely
no, with which money? How do you want to pay the lawyer?
I know, but I'm just saying that's how it's unfair on him. It's unfair on even the man's wife, because the wife has a reason to complain. My husband is going to work for on the normal story. He goes to work, right? Comes back at the end of the month with salary. We use it in the house. So 30th came, no salary. That's because that in December was 30 days. October came, 1st to 5th, no money. Let me go and borrow money from my husband. Let us use it in the house. Before the 6th or 7th day, we see money. No money. 8 days, no money. 9 days, 10 days, no money. The person I went to go and borrow, I went to go and borrow money from is already on my neck. And I decided to come and meet my husband after the 10th day. Sorry, our gas will soon pay. Go to work, Oga. My wife has been disturbing me. Where's the money? Don't worry, you wait. 11th day, same thing. 12th day, same thing. I won't blame the wife changing it for her husband, because I don't know how much pressure that other woman, whoever she borrowed money from, is putting on her. So he had to react at work like, bro, I am sorry, I need my money. No money, no work. So you not paid him, fired him, to be replaced by somebody else you pay the salary.
And for me, it's the part, like, the man already took responsibility, I think. Okay, maybe
I know
I'll be blamed.
You shouldn't have tweeted it in the first place.
I know I'll be blamed and all of that stuff, right? But it was the part where it says, I need my staff to trust me. I'm sorry, but his bills are not trusting him.
I was annoyed at that moment. If I was going to trust you, haven't I trusted you enough until
his bills are not trusting him in that part, because, I mean, you have to do what you have to do. And talking about non-payment of salaries, let's take that as a segue to this particular topic that has So earlier this week, a few days ago, we heard, and we're still waiting to confirm that a couple of staff have been coming out to say that it is actually true. LUTH, which is the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, the federal one, not LASUS now, okay, has been said to be owing salaries of workers of up to 12 months of up to a year. So it's looking like the staff of LUTH are yet to be paid throughout this year, and we're in the 10th month of the year. So, which is where it begs the question, like, when you owe, I'm talking about the federal government now, right? Oh, let's quickly mention, ASU are back. Okay, they've resumed. Schools are not yet open. Some schools will be opening on the 21st, some on the 24th. Like that. Different schools with dates that are going to be resuming. Sure. But now, we've left educational sector. Now we're back to health. And you and I know that these sectors are very, very key to the development, the growth, the stability of any country. So here we now have LUTH not being paid, the staff of LUTH not being paid, and for up to 12 months. This is now where I'm wondering, like I'm just trying to wrap my, see, there are a few things that are as mean and inhumane as a government, like the federal government, not paying salaries for this long. And we have elected officials who are balling and having a swell time. And like, if you're not paying doctors, I'm sorry, you're not paying nurses, people that are actually saving lives, how exactly are they supposed to put energy, to put their all into what they are doing when they are unable to pay their bills? I don't know what to say. Like, I saw the news and I was speechless.
Imagine a frustrated patient, right, going to meet a frustrated doctor and the nurse. What is going to happen?
Frustration times 3.
We are laughing at it, but it is not funny because I can't imagine. Okay, these guys are are lifesavers. Actually,
like
their oath is their oath demands of them to treat even regardless of anything. And see, my heart, my soul, only if they can see it, is throwing so much kudos and adulations to these guys. You have been working for the past 10 to 11 months without pay, and you are still working, and you have the belief in your country that they will pay us. But even if you are not going to pay us, it is our job. Our job is to save lives. We are not going to relent on that because they are not paying us. God knows if I had money, I'll give this money. It's as painful. Just the thought of it alone is painful. This is the federal hospital. It's federal crazy. Hospital, right? First, it was the educational sector we have been complaining about. ASU,
we had 8 students at home for 8 months.
8 months. Apparently, ASU has overshadowed the fact that LUTH were yet to be paid.
Right.
10 months. And, well, am I to blame them when they are not receiving medical attention from them? If they had been receiving, it was, how would I put it, authorized that by force, each and every political, what's it called, office holder, you are not to travel out for anything, even only if it is surgery, and that surgery, everybody would have seen. Let them fly the people that come and treat people. How would you not pay people that have been saving lives for 10 good months, and you are now here telling me we have nurses flying out of the country? We have doctors. We're complaining about
brain drain, right? And how won't we? I'm sorry. When you see people resign,
if you're a medical practitioner in this country and you have the opportunity to japa and you are giving it second thoughts, I feel owed you for street punch you. They go because how will we see? There is no. You are not working. The joy you receive from work is what you do, right? The incentive is the money, and the money apparently is what keeps us going in this world.
You need to pay your bills. A person won't keep you warm. It won't keep you warm. It's not going to keep you fed. It's not going to buy you water. It is what it is. It's true. Like, you need to be able to afford, your needs. You need to be able to also afford your wants, even though maybe not everything. Like, maybe I want a Lexus 3 something, and you can afford a Camry or a Toyota. Like, the point, Sha, is that you need sustenance. And I mean, look at the circle. Imagine a a doctor or perhaps a nurse. So imagine both your parents work in Luth, yeah? Both your parents have not been paid for heaven knows how long now.
But they still go
You
to
have
work.
kids, yeah, you have kids. They are going to feed, they're going to wear clothes, they're going to, you're going to pay for your rent if you don't own your own home. And I'm sorry, that's where you need to ask, how will you own your own home
when you're
when
not
you
getting
like
paid?
make it make sense, yeah? Then you have these kids. I mentioned that they're going to eat. The parents are going to eat. You're going to pay your rent. You're going to wear clothes. I mean, if your clothes just get torn, we talk about the Lagos and the downfall situation. Just tear your clothes. Just like they're going to replace that. What about your shoes? Then that's just that thing. Let's talk about school fees. If your kids are in school in a federal uni, or even some state unis did go on strike and they are resuming now, you're going to pay school fees. You're going to pay the transport. You're going to give them feeding money, allowances. They're going to buy, what's it called? What do they buy now? The books, handouts.
The handouts.
They're going to buy handouts. All of this money, where is it supposed to come out from, though? Like where? How are they supposed to feed? How are they supposed to live? How are they supposed to survive? Like those are the basic things in life that they are working for and yet they cannot
My
afford.
father and mother working for Luke, right? And there are two kids at the house who are meant to be in school. Also don't text me they no go school. They have been at the home for 8 months. Their parents is here to collect money for 10 months. And in that family, just imagine that family on the Sunday, the father and mother find themselves at the house with the parent with their kids at the same time. After morning devotion and everything, they decide to eat. And while eating, one of them just asked, I'm just imagining it. Like, Daddy, I've taken paid you money.
You lose appetite.
You lose appetite. It might break down in tears
You lose
because
appetite.
you'll be like, okay, I'm working for the government, right? And the government I'm working for is not paying me bills. I'm sending you guys to school to come and help us
Get better, to have a better life than
And whereas
perhaps we have.
The government still decided that you guys should don't be schooling. Be at home, stay at home until God intervened in their lives before they ended the strike. But where are we? Where are we as a country? Because we're talking about roads, we're talking about lights, we're talking about electricity. Electricity is light. I'm just pleased. We are talking about people not paying money, educational sector not working. This is 2022, year 2022, and we are still. And one of the things that they are telling you during the election period, you're going to have good electricity 247. You're going to have good roads. Excuse me, those are basic amenities. We are not supposed to be asking or begging for that. We are meant to have it. We are putting you people in that place to do this for us, like easily. And now you are there. You are giving us reasons that this one is not going to come up. This one is not going to come up. This one. And you're not telling that you're having deaths at Lutz. We are having missed what's it called, missed patients.
Like it's bad enough that, and talking about numbers, we have doctors who are taking care. We already have what's called a scarcity of the numbers of healthcare providers that we have, right? Healthcare practitioners. The number of nurses, the number of doctors we have to attend to patients is already too, like the balance. You have about one doctor to about 1,000 patients already. The numbers are already not making sense. The doctors are overworked, and if they are overworked, they cannot give
100%.
100. They can't. I mean, you can't give what you don't have. Then it's bad enough that you wake up every morning, you dress up looking good. Well, I mean, courtesy of the clothes that you already have because you can't afford to buy new ones. You dress up, you get into traffic, in the road, on the road that is not making sense. That it's always boom, boom, boom. You do the bing, bing, bing till you get to the office. What is there to smile about? You have hundreds of patients waiting to be attended to by one doctor.
And just the sight of them, you might just lose everything. You might just lose everything. And you are telling me, why would I have brain drain? I'll just go sit down in the office, lock myself up. Who wants to come and argue? Who wants to come and fight me? Because I need to be paid. 10 months.
I'm tired, man.
That's what I was saying. I was just saying a couple of minutes saying I give like the whole kudos to those guys. If I cannot pay, because it is too much.
It's crazy and it's so sad. Our heart goes out to you, and we do hope that the government, the federal government, they do the right thing across every parastatal, across every organization.
They were trying to confirm the news yesterday because they felt like, oh, it was all lies.
Maybe it's fake news.
It is as true as day and night. It is as legit as oxygen. It's that bad.
Like, it's about 300 plus days. Like, no credit alert. Any credit alert that will come is, please, pardon me, just borrow me small.
Borrow me, borrow
and
me.
you keep doing that circle of borrow. I'm sorry, how
you know
long
what
do
tell
you
me
do
that even
that
after
for?
10 months now, if the money enters, you know how much
Debt
bills,
that's already been
debts.
accrued. Oh. Alright, so we'll be going on a very short break. We need to calm our nerves. I think about as overheated as I am, right? We just need to breathe a bit, and we'll be right back. Let us know your thoughts across the conversations that we've talked about. We've talked about the traffic situation, how has it been in your area. For the gentleman that we mentioned that is owing or that asked to let his staff go, your thoughts on that one?
It's not gentle.
And the loose the loose situation, having our doctors and nurses as well as other workers there, because I mean they're the admin department and all of that, yet to get their salaries for over 10 months now. Your thoughts on that as well. So let us know your thoughts. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, we are there. SEETV Live is the handle, and on TikTok and Instagram, we are there at SEETV Live 1. So we're going on a very short break. When we return, we continue the conversation. So we'll be right back. Welcome back. It is still Let's Talk Naija on SEETV. You're hanging out with Easy Baba and Omalabake.
Number one.
So we've had some very, very heated conversations. We don't vex, we don't para. I mean, we have no...
You are still crying, but you just have to let it go for now.
We have to simmer. We're breathing. We are breathing and out. So no, just to calm our nerves and all that. The next topic of conversation, we've had this before, but it's very interesting. We came across a video. It's not about to do like just what I see the video. I was like, you're not even late. Like
I was nauseous.
So we cannot show you the video because it's quite. Yeah, so that's exactly why. There's no word for the but yeah, we can't show you the video. So
it's quite revealing.
Interesting, right? We came across a video of an Abba glow. What do they call it? Bath. A lightning about glow. I need to get the flow. I'm trying to because they play lightning about glow bath, about glow lightning. They should do one bath where we're going to go from my color to
Chris Brown's color. You know Drake color.
That works. Yeah, that works. That particular that comparison works. So do you see me? Can you see me? Then you go to Drake white or Chris Brown white. That kind of yellow. Yeah. I will call it just as yellow as that. But you cannot see her. She's not currently on air. You get it? So, we had... what happened in the video?
Yeah.
He couldn't watch it. I didn't enjoy watching it, but I knew we had to talk about it. Where this people were going to scrub someone from this color to that. And it showed us a before and after and all that. I mean, a few weeks ago, we talked about the mixologist that was mixing... yogurt, lemon, organic lemon. We mix it all manner of mixes. They mixed it together. This one we didn't see the mix, like they didn't show us the bowl, but what we saw was they were applying it to a man and as well as a woman, and just to get their let's cut this short. It's bleaching, skin whitening, bleaching. Yeah, that's what they were doing. And I came across a very interesting stat about the fact that skin whitening, as much as a lot of people go, what's that? What are you doing? That is actually, it has its economic reasons. Okay, it has its, what's the word now? economic reasons. It has economic benefits. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Economic benefits to, like, so you have people who perhaps didn't get certain opportunities while they were dark skinned, but certain doors open to
I was
them.
getting angry when you were talking about the economic benefit.
I'm coming now.
My mind.
It's statistics is what it is. Let me pull up the numbers. So while I'm looking for my number, because I need to get it. Yeah. This Baba has a lot to say about it. Apparently.
I'm starting with a song though, but
what's the song?
there's no way I'm starting now.
So right, and that it has economic reasons and all. But one thing you and I can agree about is that colorism is a thing. I think is you might not agree with it. I don't have to agree with it. I don't agree with it as a matter of fact. But colorism is a thing. We're black.
True.
We're black people, and you still hear from black people. Yeah, it's bad enough that you get racist comment. Then in our own community, you get comments like, say as this one black. It's facts. We hear these things. Sure. You and I hear it on a daily basis. And when you look at the person, I go like, you just said say as this one black. I'm sorry.
Aren't you black?
You're black, bro. Like, what? You're black. You just might be whatever, apparently black has a lot of shades anyway. You just might not be as dark skinned as that person, but it's very interesting that you think calling someone black is an insult, and you're a black person.
I actually don't see the benefit you are saying. I don't. That statistics is for itself. The song I want to start with is Yellow Fever. You day bleach, you day. That's Baba Fela's song since 19 something because I cannot remember. And we are still on it today. But now there are different ways attached to it right now. That time it was just all the cream. All the cream. Now we are having formulas.
We are having baths.
Hot baths. The one she was trying to show me this morning made me lose my appetite, made me nauseous at the same time. You were seated and they were pouring.
We don't know the mix though. We don't know the name.
Hot stuffs on your body to not my body. What is that bad?
You're sending me.
They were putting hot stuffs and the skin was obviously peeling. That skin that peeled off.
Like you scrub up the melanin, right? You scrub up your melanin to reveal the underneath layer. Okay, I'm not a
that underneath layer. Is that not the last layer of skin left before you touch any other thing? That underneath, that skin that was bleached and everything. Just let me use. No, I'm not using for blade. I'm using for knife. Let me use my arms, my fingernails like this.
Why do you want to do that?
No, I'm just saying as an example. No, if I if I do it, if I do it on your skin, the most you have is just scratch.
Yeah,
is scratch.
exactly.
Do not let me. I will literally be peeling off their skin to reveal the inners, and that is just the thought of it is making me
lose appetite.
Yeah, but that is how would you, as a man or as a woman, think that the skin that God gave, although we are going to say Nigeria has added its own to it, true, but you just come on now. We have so many natural ointments to use. We have the shea butter, which is the perfect cream in this world to use.
A lot of people do claim that it makes them darker.
It makes them darker. That's how God created you.
Well, they don't want to hear that.
They don't want to be darker. Use baby oil. Baby oil is the best. It won't change your color. It will make you
original. You will glow like Gloria. Yeah.
So why would you not say you want to go and visit Ashabi Oloshe, or you want to go to House of Glow, or House of Nutrients? They will now be pouring all sorts of chemicals on your face, on your body. You know what? And you'll be seated, which just
now.
No, I'm just saying. No, imagine, God forbid, right? Something got wrong with the medulla up here, and I decided, okay, I want to go and do some beach cream. I'm telling you right now, live. If I get there and I'm already on wraps, on my wrap, and I'm laid down, and the first sight I see of that thing, my senses will come back. Is that bad?
You see the mix, the color all gray, all unappealing looking. If we saw you guys, you're going to lose your appetite.
You are going to go do it, and you go back to your house, and they be asking, that is your mom telling you that you are not at the house. That who are you looking for? Is that bad? Why would you be doing stuff that is going to?
But I think
God will recognize if you enter heaven.
But easy. I just explained to you why that
benefits. That if you are
calm down, breathe. Breathe. I just explained to you that there are reasons why. Because as a society, you and I, and I, like we all make up the society. And when we have people shaming other people for how they look, how the color of their skin is, and how they think they should, all of that thing, like I can remember one particular situation that stuck with me a lot is so earlier this year we had the AFCON this year. So in case you don't know, it's African Cup of Nations. You have African countries vying to see the best team in football basically, and that's what AFCON is. And during this game, so for most of the games I caught them in the viewing center. I didn't watch at home. I just love the camaraderie, right? I just love the banter and the gist and all that. And for almost all of the games, I mean Nigeria, we were there for I think I'll say I saw most of Nigerian games in the viewing center. Nigeria played. I'm trying to look for our opponents. We played Egypt. We played Tunisia. I think our first round of games. I'm trying to remember the first game. First game. One of our games, basically. It wasn't the Egyptians because they are quite fair.
The one we won.
They're quite fair.
Yeah.
They're quite fair. So it has to be. I think we played Egypt first. The second. I'm still mixing it up basically. But one of our games basically. Was it Cape Verde? No, I think Cape Verde. Yeah, I kept on hearing people say things like, says this one black. I heard it the first time, like I didn't.
It's the Cape Verdeans. They're
dark skinned.
They're dark skinned, very dark skinned people.
Then I kept hearing it was black anyhow. Like I'm like, you didn't whine me. But I'm serious. I think people said. I mean, they're talking. People they were talking about people they don't know, mind you, they don't see. But if you can say that to someone you do not know, chances are you will see someone that you actually do know and go like, you don't they black or you don't they dark.
And is that an insult?
But
that is my own.
But it was intended. It was intended as one, as a matter of fact.
And I am going to ask the person. Now you create me. One, my color. How is it affecting your pockets, your way of life, how your things is being?
Is it feeding you?
Leave me. Let me turn. As long as I'm not. That's the worst part, right? You are turning black. That means you are walking. That means you're either walking or mostly in the sun, or to an extent you are reacting to something you ate or the cream you are using. Then you stop it. That is the most.
So apparently,
that's the most that will happen if you are turning darker.
Sudan, right?
Sudan, God bless
the
you.
Sudanese, they're quite dark skinned.
If your skin is turning darker, but those people, any kind of people that come and say, you're turning black. Oh. Imagine you using a cream that you are not meant to use, that will not be bleaching you, that you not have your hands looking like Bolly, like all supposed to be white. Then you have black hair. Why
are you out of my life? Do you want to kill?
If you don't know Bolly is roasted plantain. I used to put groundnut in the middle for you to enjoy. Your hands will not be looking all like that and every time.
I'm sorry.
Imagine that same person that sees you and be like, Labake, you don't the black. Seeing your color looking like that, will be like, what are you doing? Why are you bleaching?
Oh my
God. That one, they will come out at you direct. I'll be like, no, it's not good. It's not good for your skin.
But I think that's, we absolutely have to mention that. It's the same people that are going to push you to you go and use all manner of mixes and all.
And
you get insecure. You get insecure about the color of your own skin. You're God-given. Like
me, insecure. You seen about fresher?
Surprise! But it is what it is, and it might sound funny,
yes,
really, but it is what it is. I think if you keep on listening and paying attention, okay. So I had this funny experience, and I think that pointed out to me that people will tell you what they think you want to hear. It is some like the people that are going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
The people that are going to tell you what they think you want to hear, what they think that will make you more amenable to whatever it is that they want to say to you. They just want to fill your head with what
they want, like people.
So I went to the market. It's been a couple of years, but that thing, it stuck with me. I went to the market. I went to get, in case you guys don't know, of course you don't know, but fun fact, I hate clothes shopping. I find it absolutely stressful. So I went to the market. So I got to this shop. I wanted a pair of jeans. I wanted a couple. I got to this shop, then the man brought out different, jean, different sizes, and it was asking of who is wearing it. My Igbo brothers, I see you.
Oh.
So I went to the. It was asking me a couple of. Now you go wear them. I was like, yes, is my okay. Then he brought out this size, brought out this size. Then he brought out this size that was one size bigger than what I normally wear. Then I responded with, oh no, that this is bigger than, it's bigger. It was like, he go enter you, check him, right? He go enter you. What's I they tell you, you hold it like this, and they tell you something, you go enter you. I was like, it's bigger than what I normally wear. It's a size bigger. This. It was like, okay, oh, maybe I should help you find. Long story short, I didn't buy in the shop. I did, every other size he kept on bringing, but bigger than what I wanted. I went to the next shop. In the next shop, this man brought out all manner of all different sizes and all. Like, who they wear them? I was like, I'm the one wearing it. Brought it out. So he brought out the sizes he had that were close enough to my size. The closest to my size was a size smaller than what I wear. Then I went, okay, this is, you not go pass. Where this? I don't want to take credit. This one. I was like, Kenny, you pass like this, he go enter you. Mind you, this is a size smaller than what I normally wear. Yeah. Now your size, it is stretch. Kept on doing. It is stretch. Then I just laughed like that. It's not my size. Thank you. What I took from that experience was that the first man had a size bigger than what I normally wear. He go enter you. See? My friend, if you're a ball, you go enter the other size. The other person shop was, you're not big now. You be like, wow, you go enter you. My point is, they were just trying to sell their market. And these were people that were selling something. I understand the business and the economic reasoning between that. I mean, they're just trying to convince me to buy from them. Yeah. But I think it's the same way that it obtains with when people do, see as you black like this. If you have insecurities about the color of your skin already, you're already doing,
yeah,
true.
I'm black.
You're going to see another same person going to be like, what do they use? If you keep on internalizing all manner of things, you swallow it, you soak it up, right? And then you go, am I black? Am I white? Am I like, just own it. And in fairness, you continue. And this is where you and I know that we're sitting on a ticking time bomb. We're talking about kidney failure, kidney issues a couple of weeks back.
How about skin cancer?
We are sitting on a keg of gunpowder.
They. I ain't involved. I'm not among the most I can do about this.
It is an unfortunate reality.
Yeah.
And this is something you and I need to know. Like, they mix you. Do you know the manner of all manner?
Okay.
The English have the wrong command. Do you know the kind of tubes and things they press? And
perfect example is when the cream moon was very, very popular then, the cream bleaching and everything. The people that were consistently using it, no matter how much they use it, this place still remained black. But that was not the main point. When they actually stop using it, or they run out of money to buy creams, or they decide, okay, don't let me use it anymore, you would see the after effects on the screen. It's always green. Their veins
always very prominent and obvious.
All shrunk up. Their skin all shrunk up. This is the worst part. This side of the face burns and all shrunken. That is just for the creams. Imagine you using...
It's a lightning glow.
Imagine you're using the lightning glow. You
want
to glow.
You want to glow like Gloria. We are seeing. Well, you and I know that we are joking, and it's very interesting that we know people who are actually into this businesses. I should say.
It's the way they earn their money. I'm not going to go to taking STEM. But
won't we?
But they should.
If you're killing people, you're mixing all manner.
How about our authorities holding them to ransom? Where is NAFDAC?
And that is one thing. I think it's. I was here. I heard a dermatologist that I absolutely respect. I follow her on Instagram. She put out a post, and I absolutely agree with what she said. She said reasons why you should be very wary of organic. I use the word organic in quote. Skincare brands. We don't have the regulations in place for that particular industry. So organic means natural.
Homegrown.
Yeah, organic means no less toxic. No toxins. You know, it's safe. It's nature born, nature given. So what you're taking in should have no after effects and all that stuff. Is what it means. But what you find in the organic skincare industry is that they buy and mix the normal creams that you never go to the market to buy for yourself. It's one of the things that, I mean, are you going to see it? The ingredient list is not there. They just find stickers, very pretty one I should mention, and very nice containers and all, and
nice,
paste it.
And what's called nice scents.
It's going to smell amazing.
It's going to smell amazing.
Then they paste that on it. The ingredient list is not there. The expiry date is not there. It's just vibes. Like you don't know whatever it is. They just mixed. And I mean, the video we were talking about a few days back, a few weeks back, where the lady was mixing all manner of stuff. The other ingredients that were in that bowl, she didn't mention the names. She mentioned the name of the organic things. Truly, she mentioned Ernie. She mentioned yogurt. She mentioned lemon.
Yogurt is organic. Sweetened yogurt is organic, right?
Okay, sorry. Don't be angry. Because she was all day sweetened yogurt. In true, won't mention the brand, but she mentioned the names of the things that were pronounceable. Mentioned the name of the things that you would like on ordinary day you would consume without any problems. Did she mention the name of them? Did you just see the size of the bowl? Did she mention the name of every other thing that were present in that particular bowl? She didn't do that, and it's the reason why I think you and I should do our best to prioritize our safety by not ingesting. By ingesting, anything you use on your skin actually gets into your bloodstream. It is what it is, all right? Your skin is a sense, the largest sense organ that you and I own. So it's going to permeate, it's going to get into your skin. So when, heaven forbid, this skin cancer comes, we don't want it. This kidney issues comes, you can pull out and know that this is the genesis. This is where this thing started from.
This one is what is called, I use my hand to drag it.
Right?
That's just it.
So, and it's very sad.
And we need to take cognizance into, how would I put it? Would I call it color shaming people? Like, you are black, leave them be. It's none of your business. Before you say it, think about yourself. Are you clean? Do you look amazing? Do you look okay? Even if you look okay, if you look amazing, the person you want to tell it to, do you know how that person is going to react to what you're saying? So just let us try and as much as possible to avoid these kind of things, because they are detrimental to an extent. The people going for these things is either they were pushed into it by what we just said, or they've just lost every bit of their senses and decided to go.
But I mean, we did mention that insecurity as a major part of it. Color shaming, absolutely. So that's where you and I, we absolutely call people. You see people, you have to mention, yeah,
do you know the amount of money? Do you know the amount of money N'Golo Kante has? If you don't know N'Golo Kante is a French footballer of African originality. Is it originality? Origin,
yeah. He plays for France, but I mean, he is a black one.
He's a perennial winner, World Cup winner, Champions League winner. You name it. And this man is as black as night, and is as beautiful as can be. He's one of the most loved footballers in the world. Why are you like, do you know how many people who have told, Kante, I can't say Kante when the number takes slide too. We can't say Kante because Kante is dark.
Coloristic statement. We continue doing that.
We continue to do that. And I'm pretty sure his teammates, probably many people have told him, bro, you black. Has he changed his color? No. He still looks clean.
And he's a very handsome man. We should mention that.
All
and I think that's part of us also.
Kilambaka.
It's part of us also, what's it called? When you see, we consider dark not as attractive, and I think that's part of what we've internalized. Like, if you go just fine small, just go. No, they call it, what do they? No, there's a word, toning.
Yeah, tone.
Yeah, just tone your skin just a little bit so you can get your real color. Who said the one that is on your skin is not the real one? Like, it has to be a shade lighter, 2 shades lighter.
I just thought about another thing. You want to be like them. You want to be fine. You want to be fresh. You want to be white. You want to be clean. These same people that are having tattoos, black tattoos on their body just for them to look a little bit black, or these same people that go to under the sun to go tan, they will be under the sun for hours tanning up. And
that's where I think you don't know what you have until
you don't know the value of your skin,
right? No. And there is the part of.
Do you know how many white people will see you and be like, I want to be like this, but they won't say it to you. They will either just want to spoil what you look like, or what you feel like. You look bad.
Just mess with your self-esteem, as it were.
Inside them, what has more colors when they are healed? I'm not even going to start anything.
It's about time for us to get ourselves out of the studio, but we hope you had as much fun as we did talking about this topic. A lot of the topics were what's it called? It requires us to go have a rethink, to just go think truly. But we hope that you've learned something, you've seen something, you've picked up something from all the things that we've talked about, and going forward, you and I can, just be better.
Avoid color shaming. Avoid body shaming.
Very, very important. Very,
the
very
ones
important.
you see that are doing them, that's the people you should go face and be like, please, I love you. Don't do this again.
Yeah, can you stop?
Can you just please stop?
But hey,
the person inside, they might get angry with you, but deep down, they will know, this person has my mind.
And I think there's also the part, even at that, if you're not that cool with somebody, don't go and be, yeah. You see someone randomly.
He buy Malabaki on SEETV.
I'm not among.
They beat you.
I'm not among. So that's the part. I think a lot of us need to know when to keep quiet.
Exactly.
There's certain things that they didn't ask you, and it is the truth. They didn't ask you.
Yeah.
If it's not a loved one, if it's not even a loved one, there are ways I think that certain conversations should be constructed. There's ways that you should say certain things, and all that. Okay, we're carrying our kaya and we're leaving the studio. We are carrying our vex and we're going. But people should let's do our best. You and I, let's share normal. You get it? Let's just do normal.
Yeah, like we started, if you find yourself in a position that is beneficial to you, and you feel the people that you want to benefit are going to be at your depth, don't make it obvious to them that you are going to be at my depth. All this one is just because of the extra 15 naira I pay for the napep is still paying me. I'm still going to reiterate that fact. If you see yourself in your position to help people. That's enough.
How nice. We are leaving. Bye bye. Have a lovely day.
Alright, bye bye guys. TikTok, behind the scenes as usual.
You guys get to see, some stuff that other people don't get to see. You see the benefit of hanging out with us.